Hey, you know, our keiki are our future. It's important to make sure they have the tools they need to grow happy and healthy, and that includes their mental health as well. Joining me today is Melissa Pavlicek. She is the Executive Director of the Hawaii True Cost Coalition. Melissa, we're so happy to have you here.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate you including me, although I didn't get a Costco cookie this time.
I'm gonna have to talk to Davey D about that. You know,
Thank you.
He's failing on all counts, right?
That's it.
but you know, let's talk about this True Cost Coalition. First of all, for those who don't know, what does the Hawaii True Cost Coalition do for us?
So about 50 community-based organizations provide mental health services, housing for homeless people, early learning, many different types of services. And it's organizations like Catholic Charities Hawaii, Partners in Development Foundation, Parents and Children Together, Child and Family Services, many. And they are really struggling right now, not because there isn't enough work to do, it's actually there is too much work to do, and they get their funding from contracts with the state. And so those contracts, even when the legislature gives more money, it's to serve more people. So a real big challenge is trying to provide the services that are needed in the community and make sure that there's enough resources to do that.
You know, mental health services, I think about it, there are so many people now that need it. I mean, everyone, all across the board, we're seeing that in the workplace, the need to take mental health breaks, understanding work-life balance. But there's actually a particular population that is in high need for it, yes?
Well, of course, and the stress on families right now is showing up in mental health services needs. And we heard at the legislature last week a testifier say that children as young as preschool are saying they want to commit suicide. And it's really heartbreaking. So we need these organizations to be strong and to help our community members. But I did bring some good news. So the legislature approved a resolution just last week to support the organizations.
Awesome.
And what I love about the resolution is it's 143, which people use as code for I love you, right?
Yes.
So isn't that a great resolution? And then just today, we heard House and Senate members of the finance committees say that they were going to approve some additional funding for child and adolescent mental health. So really excited about that.
Yes, it really is. I mean, it's our OPO and our keiki that I think we don't want them to fall through the cracks, right?
Absolutely.
And you brought up the S word, suicide. It's such a very, very, it's a very difficult topic, and we try not to glamorize it or put it on TV too much, but it's still happening behind the scenes, right?
Getting services early, paying attention to your children, making sure we're connected with mental health service providers are all extremely important. And so just spreading awareness and helping families connect to the community is really important. And I know one thing that I wanted to share is we want community members to thank their legislators for supporting these organizations. We want them to call their legislators and support funding that is in the state budget. And those decisions are going to be made this week and next week for the next year. And then after that, we'll be working on our elected officials to support the community-based organizations going forward.
I love it. So I love the fact that you gave us some tips on, you know, to be vigilant, to talk with our children, to have those conversations that are important. How else can we help? And of course, to reach out to our legislators rather. How else can we help?
Well, the True Cost Coalition has a website.
Yes.
So finding information there about the member organizations and finding information, articles, and other things to support the community-based organizations would be really helpful.
Perfect. Thank you so much for all the scoops, Melissa. We really do appreciate that. And congratulations on the great moves that you folks are doing in the legislature.
Thank you.
That's awesome. We're going to be right back right after this break on Island Life Live.